All right, Free Radicals, welcome back. I'm Dave, and this is the Radical Independent. Thank you for watching this channel. Who is Joe Jorgensen? Let's find out who Joe is.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Jorgensen, Libertarian candidate for president. When I discovered I was a Libertarian in 1979, I was just so excited about freedom and liberty. I couldn't wait to share it with everybody. I was not, however, prepared for the response I got. What I heard was, oh, you're just selfish. Oh, you don't care about other people. And then the classic, you know, not everyone is as smart as you are. We have to have Social Security. I had no idea what I was doing wrong until I later became a marketing rep for IBM and built my own $1 million company. I was selling the features, not the benefits. We libertarians are just so excited about liberty and freedom that we talk about that and forget about all the wonderful benefits that people get from liberty, benefits that the voters want. For instance, better health care, higher quality education, cleaner streets, a cleaner environment, and we'd like to bring the troops home. I am tired of being in a party that's labeled as a bunch of angry white men who like to smoke pot. We have the most compassionate solutions out there. We just need to figure out how to explain it to people in a way that benefits them. We need to start talking about what's exciting to the voters, not what's exciting to us.
All right. So currently, from what I understand, Joe Jorgensen is now the Libertarian Party nominee. She has won the Libertarian primary, and the Libertarian Party will be on the ballot, I believe, in all 50 states. If not, it'll be something like 48. It'll be a lot of states. The Libertarians have done a lot of work. Last time around, they had one of the biggest turnouts they've had in a long time, and I think they broke their prior record for getting votes. Now, somebody who's kind of sided with the Green Party these days and identifies with the Green Party, I am still in the process of maybe still searching and trying to figure this out as we get closer to the election. And as time goes on, things get more and more interesting when it comes to just examining these candidates and figuring out where I personally fit in to the political spectrum. I had a great conversation with a couple of really independent guys yesterday. I wasn't aware that Joe Jorgensen had won the Libertarian Party nomination at that point. I think all of us sense that government in and of itself isn't the solution to all our problems. And especially when it becomes authoritarian, like what we're seeing from neoliberal Democrats in many states, and in some cases, a few neoliberal Republicans, but mostly, or neoconservative Republicans, it really all falls under the same umbrella. Again, she wants to bring the troops home. And if you're, by the way, if you're a Tulsi Gabbard supporter, you probably really should check out Joe Jorgensen. In fact, if you supported Tulsi and you're thinking, hey, maybe I should just write her name in, like that's going to make you feel good. Here's how you build a political party. The Libertarian Party, okay, is anti-war, pro-marijuana legalization. They do want to get the government out of your business. They are against the surveillance state. I guarantee you they're against all of these sanctions that we're putting on other countries because they're very much into free market and free trade, which, again, you have to look at how, in some cases, it sells out our manufacturing and so forth, but I think you can still be for free trade, but you can also regulate it to some degree so American workers don't get destroyed. And there are a lot of other good things about libertarians. They don't discriminate. They don't look at anybody in a weird way. If your lifestyle is different from someone else's, they're not concerned with that. They're very much an issue-oriented party. You're not going to see any kind of identity politics within the Libertarian Party, which I think is fantastic. Oh, and by the way, for all of you folks that want to break the glass ceiling, Jo happens to be a woman. So again, you'd have your first woman president. And with two horrendous candidates who are the two major party candidates right now, and one fairly good candidate by the name of Howie Hawkins running, Jo Jorgensen has a really good opportunity to have her voice heard amidst all of this noise currently. And she's got plenty of experience. She's got business experience. She's run for political office. She was Harry Brown's vice presidential pick way back in 1996. And I'm glad she's running for president. I'm glad there are other choices out there. If you're a Tulsi supporter and you're not happy with Howie Hawkins for whatever reason, I'm not sure what Joe's view is on Russian interference with elections. I'd have to try to reach out and see if her campaign would be willing to talk with me one-on-one on this channel to figure that out. But I'd be more than happy to. I think I would agree with a lot of her issues, and I would definitely press in to some of the things that concern me, like the fact that homelessness is out of control and that poverty is out of control and income inequality and some of the things that Bernie Sanders was bringing up during the campaign. But I am very much concerned also with freedom. And that means freedom as an individual, freedom to leave my house, freedom to do the things that I've been doing. And yes, I understand we have a little pandemic going on. But as, you know, those restrictions begin to relax, a lot of people are taking a look at what just happened to them, and they've lost their job, or their income was cut in half, or whatever it is that's occurred. Expenses have gone up. Then you've got food scarcity. You've got supply chain issues. The Libertarians are well positioned in this election cycle, especially with a woman at the top of the ticket. They are very well positioned to get the attention of a lot of voters who are disenfranchised, who are disillusioned, who believe that they have no good choices in this upcoming election. The Libertarian Party, I'll tell you what, I know I voted for a Libertarian at least once during my lifetime, and I probably would go back to about 2000, or maybe it was 96. That was Dole against Clinton. I don't know if I might have cast a vote for Harry Brown. I have a lot of libertarian background. I was part of Campaign for Liberty for a number of years. Again, my concern is she's trying to talk about features and benefits, and that's an old sales thing, expression, whatever you want to call it. You do have to sell the features and you have to sell the benefits. You know, yes, the benefits, you have to talk about benefits, but how you get there and how you educate people as you try to convince them that you're right, these are all things that can be fairly time consuming. And I'll tell you what, the media is not going to cut Joe or Howie or any other independent candidate any slack whatsoever. So I'm excited. I am excited that she is the nominee for the Libertarian Party. I think she probably has some foreign policy knowledge as well, as Gary Johnson last time around really fumbled that issue, and he had a real opportunity to do some damage, and I think that really destroyed his candidacy. Keep in mind, the mainstream media is totally invested in the two parties, and to get a libertarian any kind of real visibility right now or at any time is going to be difficult. And for me personally, I would consider voting for Jo Jorgensen, but I need to know more about her. So in any event, if you're a Tulsi Gabbard supporter, I think, you know, switching to Jo Jorgensen would be a reasonable thing. And you and I at that point can have a decent conversation about the truth, basically. And Tulsi endorsing Joe Biden and, Joe Jorgensen being a libertarian, which is light years from what Joe Biden believes in. I think that shows you where Tulsi supporters originally were, and now I don't believe they have a home. I don't believe they have a place to go. All right, but with Joe, they might. And you know what? If you think she doesn't have a chance to win, that's, again, a self-defeating prophecy, and you're just predicting doom instead of trying to change the outcome. So that's my thoughts on, those are my thoughts on this situation, and good luck to Jo Jorgensen. I'd love to interview her, and I will be reaching out to her campaign at some point. Okay, that's my video again. Tulsi to Joe, and you've got your first woman president at the top of the ticket. Works for me. I'm not into identity politics, but for those people who are, this is kind of a game changer, and people should be paying close attention to it. All right, see you soon.